on at Insecure Girl, and I just promote positivity, send love and healing through the universe. So that's basically what I'm about, and you'll get to know more about me and how I feel about friends.
Yes, I love it. So tonight's topic
Nice talk about friends
is friendship. We're going to be talking about friendships today. I'm going to hear what these beautiful ladies feel about friendships. We're going to talk about boundaries. We're going to talk about standards. We're going to talk about the do's and don'ts. We just going to jump right into it. So the first question I'm going to ask to actually start off this topic is the obvious. What do you consider a friend? And Alicia, I'm gonna start with you. Go ahead, Alicia.
She always does.
No.
How many of us have them friends? Hey, ain't that ones we can depend on? Friends.
Go, Alicia.
All right, what's the question again?
Too busy turning out.
What is your definition of a friend?
Acceptance.
Okay.
Acceptance and I honestly, that's the only word that really comes to mind. Just someone who truly accepts you for who you are, not what you broadcast and what you promote, but I'm talking about you, good, bad, and ugly. Someone who accepts you and love you as you are. Someone who pushes you and always wants the best for you. Who will tell you when you're right and when you're wrong, regardless of what you want to hear when you want to hear it. Just a friend, just someone you can lean on, someone you can talk to your person. If y'all watch Grey's Anatomy, I love Grey's Anatomy.
Okay, Grey's Anatomy.
But given that Meredith and Yang type of situation, like someone that you can always talk to, no matter what time, day, any situation, and they got your back.
Yes.
Loyalty.
Loyalty. The songs.
Loyalty.
I'm gonna go to my blogger. Insecure Girl. What do you feel a friend is?
A friend is a supporter. It's a supporter, and in a way like a healer. Someone that's always there for you and understand you and your needs. Like sometimes some of us forget that our friends like go through things, and sometimes they react in other ways. So like you said, acceptance and understanding what they have to understand like what you're going through, to really know, like I guess the kind of advice to give you, just to really someone that's just there. And not just there like, okay, I'm gonna show up to your house when you got like a party, or they just want to turn up with you, but like they're that to know like what issues you're going through, what's surfacing at the time, and talk to you about your goals. So they have to really be there like in your life, and just not just trying to, let's party, let's turn up. No, we can turn up later, but I got a lot of things going on here, so you gotta make sure you love me enough and love this friendship enough to take care of this. So that's what day to day
I think that's fair.
Yes.
TK, what is a friend? What you got?
Oh man,
What you got?
So, seeing as how I'm an only child, my close friends, I feel like they are my family. I feel like a friend should most definitely be loyal. A friend should be there through good times and bad. I feel like a real friend is going to lay down the law, tell you what's right, tell you what's wrong, even if you don't want to hear it. A friend is going to support you. If you out here selling napkins, your friend is going to be out there selling with you. You get what I'm saying? It don't matter.
Listen, you got to believe.
I'm going to be there to support him or her. You get what I'm saying?
I love it. You
Come on. I feel like friendship is supposed to be sacred.
Yes.
That's a good one.
It is.
It's hard to come by.
Yeah.
It's rare. If you have a good friend, you most definitely got to hold on to it. I think that friendship is used a little loosely these days in 2018. So my personal friends that I have, I love and support them all. So friendship is a big deal to me.
Yes.
I take it seriously.
As you should.
My friends are my girlfriends. So just like girlfriends, like we go together.
Okay. Yes.
I don't play.
Yes. Why haven't I seen you?
If
Like where you
pull
at?
up in all black.
Yes.
Y'all wanna go roll up and slip?
Listen.
Call me.
Right.
Y'all wanna go to church and pray on Sunday?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Call me.
That's what it is. I'm your girl. Call me.
Right.
So yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I love what
Yes. Yes, all black.
I love it. I feel that everything that y'all say about friend kind of intertwines on what I feel like a friend is. When I think of a friend, I think about commitment.
Yes.
And I don't think that people realize in order to be a friend, it is a true commitment.
Absolutely.
Like I got to commit to give you time. I have to commit to give you energy. I have to commit to be there even when I can't even be there for myself.
Yes, Lord.
It's a true commitment on a non-intimate and non-monogamous level.
Yes.
And I don't think that people really realize that.
They don't.
They don't.
They really
They pick and choose.
That's why I said it's
They pick and choose.
It's you so loosely. Oh, that's my friend.
Yeah.
What type of friend is he?
They pick and choose when they want to be friends.
What is your friendship based on?
I think that it's funny that you
What's their mother's name or their father's name?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Like, do you know anything about me? I think it's funny that y'all say that because, like Keyshawn said, that we use friendship very loosely. And when I realized when it comes to us associating ourselves with people, it is really levels to this because everyone is not a friend. You know, you have an acquaintance, you have an associate, you got a homegirl, you got a best friend,
You got a category.
you got a close friend. So, Keyshawn, what do you feel like your levels are when it comes to your association with people, from I guess like acquaintance or associates at your lowest, and then you level it up and explain each level?
Oh man. So I feel like, especially being in the field that I'm in, I have many acquaintances. I know a whole heap of people. I don't consider all those people friends because all those people don't know me on a personal level. So I do have acquaintances. I do have I'm gonna say dear friends, and those being the people who I may have known 10 plus years, went to high school, elementary school, whatever the case. We may not talk every day, but when we do talk, you know, we chop it up like old times, and it's just always what it is. I only have one best friend. I'm not one of those people who has 25 best friends. No, I don't do that. I have one best friend. She knows who she is. She handles her position as a best friend and vice versa. And that's pretty much it. I don't really do too many associates because I feel like they are acquaintances. Same difference. But yeah, that's about it. I have frenemies. I have them. I handle them with you know, how you say it, with a long spoon.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about. But I do have it.
Okay, Alicia, what about you?
Well, in my line of work, besides me being a dancer, I'm a phlebotomist and I work in the hospital, so I have coworkers.
And she's a model, y'all.
Yeah, she ain't telling it all. I'm a little modest. I'm a little modest, but I have coworkers, really good coworkers. I have homegirls and then I have friends.
I forgot about homegirls.
Yeah, I have homegirls. We cool. You know what I'm saying? We can talk. We can chop it up. We can hang out. But nothing too deep. Nothing too. I'm talking about deep. Like 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm crying. You over here. You know what I'm saying? Nothing deep.
Right.
But I have my homegirls and then I have my friends, and my circle is very small. My circle is very small, and I guess I'll be the first one to admit it. I haven't always been a perfect friend.
I don't think anybody.
Yeah, I don't know.
We all have our flaws.
I haven't always been a perfect friend, and I have a lot of friends who, you know what I'm saying, I don't really deserve, but I'm so blessed that I have them, and I do my best to make sure that I am that perfect friend for them. Not perfect, but I'm a friend to them, because through experience and through failure, you learn. You learn from your mistakes as a friend or whatever the case may be. You learn from your mistakes, and by the grace of God, that's still there. So, we've been rocking and rolling 10 years plus.
Yes.
Those are my friends.
That's a blessing.
I thank God for them. But those are my only really categories, co-workers, homegirls, and friends. And then friends, Once you get to a point, you will figure them out. You will weed them out. But that's about it.
Okay, and what about you, young lady?
Okay, so what was the question again?
So distinguish how do you associate yourself with people in reference to like your levels, your associates, homegirls, your friends, your close friends. Like how does that look to you? Like who is the lowest reaching up to the highest when it comes to your association with people?
Let's see. Well, as far as my friends, Well, I'm normally mostly I'm always normally around a lot of people, but those are just like my associates. So, and this just only like if I want to get out and just, go out, have fun and take, my mind off certain things. But I always say this, like, I can't consider everyone like a friend at all. So, and I don't like to really be around everyone, especially like when I go through like a lot of things in my life, is really also like my best friend. That's like, I feel as though if we can't like connect on like a spiritual level and spiritually and mentally, and our relationship is mediocre, I kind of like push those people to the side. So I've never really tried to be too much around associates or like anything like that. Like I really want to be able to like open up to you. So I don't have trust. I really don't have.
I think it's funny. So it's so funny because I spoke to my spouse last night. She got like 5 levels. Like she have an associate, then she got the home girl. I gotta get this right. Kenyan, correct me if I'm wrong. She got the associate, she got the home girl, then she got the friend, the close friend, the best friend, and then the BFF.
Oh.
That's a lot.
I'm gonna try to get this right. Okay. So she was basically saying that an associate is basically someone that you work with. It's surface. Like I'm gonna chop it up with you at work, but it's not going to be nothing past work. If I quit my job, I don't talk to you anymore. And then she said that we have the home girl. You want to go to the club, you want to have some fun. It's like, that's my home girl, happy hour friend. You don't really know too much about me, but you fun. We hang out with each other. And then she said you have the friend. And your friend is somebody that actually know things about you. They know a little bit of the thing about you. They may not know too much about you, but y'all can say y'all went through a couple of things with one another. Then she said you have the best friend. You and the best friend been dealing with each other for a couple of years. Y'all been through a lot of things together. Y'all know sacred things about one another. Like, it's a trust there, but it's not that trust where I can say that you're my BFF, but your BFF is someone that's non-disposable. Like, no matter what, you're gonna always have that person. Your BFF is somebody that
maybe I need to.
You know what I'm saying? And honestly, she made me open up
my BFF.
My BFF.
I think I need to rename her title.
And then she was like, and I was like, wow. I said, but she said what she said that really kind of like caught my attention, is that everyone don't make it to the BFF.
Oh no,
everybody don't make it to the BFF level.
Position right
Yeah,
that's Queen B.
Yeah, and she said the only people in her life that became her BFF was her spouses. They know almost everything about you. They're there. It's a connection.
That's as it should be. It better be.
That's the only person that should be.
Listen,
I said that, babe.
okay.
So to be quite honest, when she said it, because when she first had said it, I was like, that seems like a lot. But then, like, thinking about it a little bit more today, I said, no, really, like, she really distinguished how the way we associate ourselves. And I was like, I had to appreciate what she said because it was so true. And I'm like, okay, because Jesus, I was like, I just thought I got like homegirls and this and that, but it really is levels to this friendship type thing. But I think it's really funny that y'all touched on frenemy, because y'all said that we had frenemies, but y'all kind of brushed it off. But I feel like frenemy is a person that we really should touch on, because I really didn't understand what a frenemy was.
Girl, and they everywhere.
Yeah, so I really wanted to get you guys' definition on a frenemy, and also where do they fall in? And since I told you, Kay's level, or it can be your own levels, where do that frenemy fit in? And I'm gonna go with you, young lady. I know I had you thinking.
Yeah, I was
like, we all thinking of it.
Like, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm getting deep.
A frenemy to me just gotta go. We just gotta throw the whole relationship away. Okay. Honestly, I don't even want to have those. I don't even consider myself having any frenemies. And if you are one, then I'm gonna find you one day. Okay. But it's like I don't even want that like around my circle, because I feel as though frenemies are like your friends that secretly in a way like just hate on you.
Yep,
so
they low-key hate.
yeah, you'll have so many positive things that events or whatever you'll be doing, and they'll just probably always have something negative to say. They won't show up, but they'll be the first one running their mouth about, well, maybe you should do this, maybe you should do that. So that's what I consider a frenemy, and it's kind of like, no, throw the whole relationship away, sis. We gotta do bigger and better. Nothing but positivity.
Me next. I got something.
Yes. Okay.
I'm ready.
So I agree. I'm just gonna piggyback off of what she said. I feel like frenemies are those people that downplay everything in your life. And I was having a conversation with my spouse, and she was saying that she saw a post on social media that says something about watch out for those people who downplay things in your life. That new little job, that new little car. You know what I'm saying? You encounter you encounter people like that, and of course, you thinking that they're friends, you're not paying no attention to the word choice that they're using. But when you guys part ways or have a falling out, you think about like, damn, well, she did never really, give me a pat on the back or send me kudos or whatever like that. Like, and you think about that type of stuff when it's too late. You done already told all your business. Y'all done already been through this and that. So it's just like, those are frenemies. They do things like that, and they show you who they are. But you being who you are, you're not thinking about that kind of stuff. You give them the benefit of the doubt. So it's just like, you have to be mindful of those type of people. When they show you who they are initially, you better believe them. They are not going to change. They're not going to change. Absolutely. Get rid of them quick.
They gotta go. You gotta go.
How do you feel?
Gotta go.
Like, I feel like when you recognize who your frenemies are, at that moment you have to decide to detach yourself. You can't stick around for that. You can't stick around for that because it's toxic. It's toxic, especially if you are a person of ambition. You have dreams, you have goals, and like you said, they don't really support it, or when they do, they just downplay it. Okay, that's cute.
I hate that word. I hate it. Cute is for babies and puppies. Don't you call me
you playing with me. You playing with me.
Don't you call me cute. Hate it.
I hate that word. Oh, that's cute. Like, all right.
The shade, honey.
The shade be so real. Oh my goodness. Try to catch it. Hold toward grasp it.
Yeah, I feel like
cute. Oh, okay. That was the last time I because I feel like in this, as us, you know what I'm saying, we've been through stuff, we grew up, and at this point, I'm sure all of y'all can agree, we are past the point of dealing with people who are phony.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We need to be at a point where we are very direct with people that we're dealing with, and try to, minimize the pettiness and the phoniness. If I realize it and I see it, we're either gonna have a sit down, and if it don't get better, you gone.
And to piggyback off of that, I feel like when we have a sit down, I should be able to talk to you respectfully. You should be able to hear what I'm saying. You should be able to hear what I'm saying. It should not go left. And I feel like if you take it to another level where you don't really hear what I'm trying to say to you, you're just not my friend. And I recently had a situation like that. That's why I had to jump in on that, not to cut you off. But it's just so crazy because I personally come off a little strong sometimes. But at almost 30, I have learned to try to control what I say and control how it may come off to someone else, because you don't want to sound like you being smart or you being rude, even though you may be coming from a sincere place. So if I come to you with a situation and I'm not feeling it, or I'm not feeling how you handled it, I feel like as an adult you should respect me for coming to you as a grown-up, talking to you respectfully, and trying to resolve the matter and respond as a
we don't always have to fight.
Give me no bullshit. Don't give me, you get what I'm saying, no attitude, all that. When I'm talking to you like a grown-up, don't take it sideways. I'm trying to resolve the situation so our friendship won't be tarnished. You know what I'm saying? But people don't understand that.
They don't.
And when you're, like you say, if you're coming from a place, if you already know you come across strong, because I know I do. I come across strong, and it's because I'm passionate. I reached a point with somebody where I've grown to love them and respect them, and I respect our relationship and I value it,
right?
Then if something is not going the way I would want, or if it's a problem, it's going to take some time for me to really get into myself, try to understand how I need to come across, because how you come across sometimes it can be a little aggressive.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And then that will cause the other person to respond defensively.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to sit back and just say, you know what, let me just
choose your words wisely.
Yes.
Let me come across as cautious and just with love. You know what I'm saying? With love, because you care. At the end of the day, you care, because if you didn't care, you wouldn't be having this conversation.
Yes, and I
will be given delete.
Yes, and I definitely want to piggyback off what you guys are saying, because honestly, we have to understand our friends, and we want to sit down and have these topics about what happened in the relationship, but we have to understand that some of us do have sensitive friends. I had someone tell me before, like, no, I'm gonna say what I have to say. They're just gonna have to accept it how it comes out. No. What do you mean? How do they don't have to accept it? No, you understand. Some of us have like me. I can be real sensitive. So it's like most of my friends know, like when we have our sit downs and we do talk about the things maybe I've done wrong to hurt them. They know how to like break it down in the way with love and care. They understand their shoes. Yes, because everyone is different and they're achieve it.
Everyone is different. Everybody responds
differently. So you have to, once you understand that, then grown adult conversations can happen.
But if it goes
yes, everybody wants to fight.
I feel like those people just was waiting for a moment to take it sideways and be on the out with you. Like,
then when they start talking about some stuff that we ain't even talking about.
Yeah, like where did that come from? What they got to do with it?
Bringing all your dirt out. Listen,
right? Like you've been holding that.
That's what it's about.
Listen.
Oh,
tell me all the skeletons. Right, all the skeletons. Right.
And you're telling me. Okay.
Listen. Do you think that it is easy to distinguish a frenemy, and also do you think that some people keep frenemies around for a benefit, or they're trying to look for the good in a person? And I'll jump on that, because I feel that it was and maybe still are, I don't really talk to nobody, guys, that are frenemies. And to me, a frenemy is a person that once was my friend, but they did something that I felt like crossed me, so you kind of like my enemy. And you can't distinguish that person's not a frenemy, because you still talk to them in some type of way. It may not be the way that you did talk to them, but you still talk to them in some type of way. And I think that sometimes, like, hearing you ladies talking, I think that it is fair that you cut off a person when you realize that they're a friend of me. But I don't always think that's the case. And I'm being realistic and logical. And the reason why I say that is because we will have that friend that we know that always has something to say. We will have that friend that gives off bad energy. We will have that friend that we know that we can't do certain things or say certain things about, but then in the back of our mind, we know that your intentions are good, so we keep them around. So at the same token, that's still a friend of me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it may not always be just blatant in your face that they throwing shade, but we all carry people around us that are frenemies, and it's to me, it's about us making a decision. Should we just say that's how they are, or reach them arm's length, or should we just wake up one day and just be like, I can't really rock with you because I don't trust you? You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of hard, in my opinion, when you say cut off a friend. Because that was my first reaction, honestly. Like, you cut that person off, but then I had to think a little harder, like, we don't always do that. We really don't. We be like, you know what?
Because we always want to give somebody the benefit of the
doubt.
And I know I do.
Yeah.
I will give you 1,000 chances. You probably done slapped me in the face and talked about me dirty and stole something from me, and I'm still gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, because once upon a time, I loved you, I cared about you, we were cool, so I'm gonna continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. But today, in this moment right now, I'm not giving nobody no second chances.
I think it's
I'm just not.
I think it's different. I think it's different, because if you recognize a frenemy early on, it will be easy to detach yourself.
I don't think they show themselves.
I don't think they
right here.
If this person is something, if this person is someone, y'all been rocking, y'all been rolling, y'all have been through stuff, and through time, things have just gotten worse. The trust, broken, betrayal, all that shit like that. That will be harder. I get what you're saying. It will be hard because you have invested in this. And this friend honestly makes you a better person in some type of way. You want this friendship. So it's not going to be that easy for you to let it go. You're going to try your hand over and over again. Even when you start losing part of yourself, you're going to try your hand over and over again, because not only do I want to make it work for me, I want to make it work for others. and I see better in you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You had those type of people. I'm that type of person. I've had that friend. You know, like I was saying earlier on, I haven't been the best friend back in my day. You know what I'm saying? And she was that one for me. I was a frenemy. I was a frenemy, not in a way of being non-supportive and stuff like that, but the betrayal and the trust was broken. You know what I'm saying? But she kept trying. She kept trying because she wanted the friendship. Yeah. You know, and she saw something in me. Because at the end of the day, I have good intentions. I am a good person. I was just broken. Yeah. You have to realize that some people are just broken. Right. Some people don't know how to be a good friend. Right. Yeah. Some people don't know.
They're not friends with themselves.
That's fair.
Then you try to bring it out. You know that biggest person, and you try to bring it out. But if it gets to a point where it's starting to deter who you are, you have to make the decision to let it go. It's not gonna be that easy as you know, you with a homegirl and she giving, you know, shade. All right, bye. That's what I was talking about at first. But this is deep. Yeah. In that situation, you're going to have to. It's going to take prayer.
Yes, I was friends.
Definitely. It's going to take some nights alone with you crying and trying to understand where have I went wrong. You're going to have to make the decision for yourself to let it go.
Friendships are just like relationships.
They are.
It's just not even.
Yeah, it is.
And I felt everything that you just said on a spiritual level because, you know, I just recently went through a situation. I'm not going to really touch on it too much. But I just went through a situation with a very close friend of mine, like a really, really good girlfriend of mine. And I had to decide whether I was going to keep this negative situation going or just let it go. And unfortunately, I decided to let it go. And we've been friends since maybe like 2012, 2013. We've done a lot together. We've traveled together. We've cried together. We've talked about everything together. So, you know, it hurts me to even talk about it because I still love her. That is my dog. But I feel like once you show me a certain amount of disrespect, whether it's to me outright, whether it's to my business or my relationship, whatever it is, I feel like I have to separate myself from you. It's no bad blood. It's no hard feelings. I still wish her the absolute best. I think she's still a great person. She does amazing work, but I just don't feel like we are for each other.
I get it.
At this point.
Yes. So, you know, it was a tough decision to make. You know, I still think about her and want to text her and reach out to her, but I know that she can have a nasty demeanor and a nasty attitude sometimes. So
and then
I just feel like it just is what it is at this point.
As you grow and elevate within yourself, it's certain people that you can't keep around.
Yeah, absolutely.
You just can't because you were my dog. We were best friends at that time. When I was that person. Yeah. But now that I'm growing into a different and a better person, you're no longer. You can no longer be on my level. It's just
people outgrow one another. And I don't think people understand that it's okay to outgrow friends. You're leveling up. You're doing different things in your life. You may be, you know, progressing in your education or progressing in your business or progressing in your relationship status. And those people can't relate to you anymore. They're at a standstill for whatever reason. Doesn't have anything to do with you. Doesn't have anything to do with them. It's just how the universe works. You get what I'm saying? So it's like y'all don't have the same things in common anymore, so it's okay to part ways gracefully. People don't know how to do that. It's always got to be a beef or you know, a negative vibe, and I just don't have time for that.
I think you have to love yourself enough to cut those kind of friends. That doesn't mean well. If you have to just know you love yourself and you know you mean more, your mental and health and everything means more than just, you know, dealing with just the drama. So you just have to get that, you know, first and to be able to move forward. But like you said, it doesn't have to end in a fight. We can, you know, say, you know, I love you and, you know, I hope you get, you know, for the best and everything, but this isn't working, you know, I'm trying to do this and you're still, you know, everyone's not meant to go where you're going, sis, and it can always be a blessing too. So sometimes we are keeping people in our lives, but it's like we miss our blessings because God's like, this person got to go. And situations, it's going to keep, the bad situations with that person is going to always keep happening. They're always going to keep showing themselves, but you're not looking, sis. So
Yeah,
that's
we
this is why
overlook it.
you overlook it.
Yep.
So it's like once you see, like you guys said, you do gotta cut those people off because they're hindering you.
Yeah.
They're not helping you at all. So
what I think is really amazing about everything that y'all saying is how y'all distinguish friendships and frenemies and the different people that you associate yourself with. I think it's really crazy because on Monday night, right, I was watching Basketball Wives, right?
Girl.
the tea.
Did y'all watch it?
The tea.
Did y'all watch it?
Yes, I watched it earlier.
Well, let me give you a little rundown. Let me give you this rundown. Okay. So on Monday on Basketball Wives, I'm going to really target towards the end of the show, but I'm going to give you a little bit of background for those that do not watch the show. So it was created by Shawnee O'Neal, which is Shaquille O'Neal's ex-wife. So on the show, the main characters are Evelyn, Jen, Jackie, of course Shawnee, and Tammy. So on the show, it's just like a lot of drama, and it actually shows you how a group of women, like some people are friends, some people are associates of different levels. We talk about homegirls and everything of that sort. So towards the end of the show,
not even a frenemy, an enemy.
Yeah, you got frenemies, enemies, friends, associates, homegirls, close friends. You have that, and it actually shows you that on the show.
They have like cliques.
They are clear. They do have cliques. So on Monday, what I did not understand, I was really irritated by the show. So on Monday, Tammy goes to Shawnee and say, I heard something about you from a year ago.
And these bitches is
So
40 plus.
Right. Wait, let me tell them about the show. Let me tell them about the show for the people that don't know. Okay? So Tammy says, hey, we have, I know something about you, but I'm not going to tell you. So Shawnee, of course, like, she's a boss and she's a woman. Like, no, tell me who said something. And of course, she said from a year ago. So Tammy decides to have this retreat. This woman's retreat where they're going to say something nice about everyone in the group because there's so much tension.
Did you
right?
hear anything nice? Because I never heard nothing nice.
No, I never heard nothing like that. But it's okay. Everybody try new things.
She tried
So,
the retreat.
yeah, she tried. But, so, you know, they said a couple of good things. But Shawnee went in there with her whole intentions like, okay, we can say this nice things about one another, but I want to know about this rumor because she's bothered. So the rumor was spread by Jen. She spread that rumor on Evelyn. So let me give you a background on that so y'all can know the significance. Jen and Evelyn used to be friends for over a decade. They had a falling out. And of course, how some people do, she trashed her. She dragged her. And she talked about her to Tammy. And Tammy and Evelyn are enemies. They're not frenemies. They're nothing. They're enemies. So when Jen wasn't dealing with Evelyn, which was her friend for over a decade, she dragged her name with all this crazy stuff. Her way. So the rumor that was spread was that Evelyn slept with Shawnee's ex-husband, which is Shaquille O'Neal. And Evelyn and Shawnee, yeah, it's like they're like this. You know, they friends. So to hear that, and I think what irritated me the most is that Malaysia, she's like a co-star on there. Malaysia pulled Jen to the side, said, you know, she basically is talking about you saying that Evelyn slept with Shaq. She said, no, that's not what I said. What I said was someone asked me a question about that. So I was like, no, you said that. Who said what? Like, you said, she said, I didn't say that. I said that. So Evelyn went in so blindsided, like, I didn't do nothing like that while crying. No shade, but she always crying. But I kind of feel like she didn't do it, but that's just my personal opinion. Because she kind of like own up when she do her dirt and don't care. Like, she's that type of person. So I say all that to say, do you feel like Jen was genuinely Evelyn's friend? And anybody can answer that.
Let me chime in. Let me chime in.
Throw the whole friendship away.
So I feel like once upon a time, in the beginning of those decades, they were possibly friends. I don't know them personally, so I can't speak on it. But I feel like in the beginning, they were possibly friends. Once whatever took place for them not to be friends any longer, Jen took that opportunity to trash someone who she called a friend. And we see it every single day, whether it's on social media, whether it's in group text, whether it's he say, she say. It happens every single day. You could be the best person to this friend, but when things don't go their way, they're going to dog you and talk about you like the scum on the bottom of their shoe. It happens every day. So I feel like in that situation, like you said, Evelyn was most definitely blindsided. She didn't even know that she was the topic of the conversation. I personally don't believe that she did it. That's just my opinion. But I feel like because everybody in that room knew what was going on besides Evelyn and Shawnee, if I was in Shawnee's position, I would have cussed all them bitches out. Because y'all not gonna sit in my face, call me y'all friend, and know this deep dark secret for a whole year, a whole 365 days, and y'all not gonna say shit. Y'all not my fucking friend. So not only am I gonna be upset at what is being thrown at me as far as my ex-husband and Evelyn, I'm gonna be upset that you bitches call me your friend, and y'all didn't tell me nothing.
That's how I feel. No, definitely not.
And y'all too old for that shit.
Yeah. That was my next question. Like, did you guys think that the ladies were genuinely friends?
No. Even that, something deep like that. No, you can't. I can't consider you a friend. I can't trust you.
Tea on each other. That's one thing about them. One or all of them like to have tea on one another, so they can go back and whisper and kiki about what the other one knows about the other one. That's the type of stuff they do, and I feel like y'all too old for that. Y'all are mothers and grandmothers, and we got time for that bullshit. If you don't want to be friends with this group of people, don't be friends with them. Don't partake in no activities with them. Don't go ahead. With them, don't go try on wigs with them, none of that bullshit. Just stay away from them. Like, period. I don't care if your homegirl like that person. Listen, I don't deal with her like that. I'm not going point blank, period.
Respect your energy. Respect your energy. Respect your energy. They don't.
And they don't do that. And I hate it.
I know you respect but no shame, but I feel like that's how friendships are in 2018.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to speak upon everyone. But from what I see and from what I experience, that's the type of friendships that people be dishing out. And I understand, like,
that's why it's hard to have friends.
Right, you can't share your tea with everybody. You can't. Everybody don't need to know
because people always use it against you.
I can't wait.
Yeah, it's crazy, and I really wanted to ask you guys, like, despite that, I feel that in 2018 most friendships are like that, and you guys agree. Do you feel that there are any genuine friendships now?
There are. No, there are. There are.
It's right there.
Some people abuse it.
I'm gonna say there are, because I can personally speak on me and my best friend's relationship. Now, me and my best friend, shout out to Brooklyn Cosmo, y'all know my bestie. We have not been friends since childhood, or we didn't go to elementary school, or high school, any of that. We actually connected on social media years ago, but we just clicked and we just been thick as thieves. Like, we are something like sisters, and we ain't nowhere near related. So it's just like, you know, I have her back with whatever the situation, be it good, be it bad, and I know for a fact, without a shadow of a doubt, she has mine. So with relationships like that, it makes me hopeful that people can be genuine, and people can love you for who you are, and people can call themselves your friend, and you can reach out to those people like, look girl, my lights ready to get cut off, can you help me out with a couple dollars, or my man or my woman cheating on me, can you just talk to me, I'm so upset, I'm about to stab their ass. You get what I'm saying? So whatever the case may be, you have those genuine people in your life, so you appreciate them and they appreciate you. So it's possible to still have genuine people, to answer your question.
Alicia,
like I said, it's rare.
Very.
It's rare. It is. You know, just like you said on Basketball Wives, that whole situation. Like, what?
It was so pointless. I feel like they could have been told Shawnee.
I'm mad at all of y'all.
Exactly.
What was the first thing that came out of your mouth for a whole year?
For a whole year. And everybody was so tight-lipped, sitting around them chairs. Shawnee turned to Malaysia. I don't know. Tammy, I don't know. Jackie crying, talk about something. I'm not saying nothing because I'm not trying to tear nobody down. Bitch, you drama. You drama.
The fact that all of y'all knew for a year.
I don't like it.
In 2018, this day and age. Oh, right.
Sorry, Destiny.
Oh, right. That's decline. Oh, right.
Yes.
Cancel that.
It's like a friend.
Yeah, hey,
Wow.
friend.
Hey, that's me. I don't even know
She
him.
is so shit right
Just like
now.
Yes.
Yes. No, she a friend.
Sorry,
She a friend. That's someone that's working for me.
Oh, no, ain't that? We sorry. We gonna call you back.
But this day and age, like I said, it's rare because you don't know people's motives.
Yeah.
You just don't. Like,
Yeah.
they can come across real, hunky dory, real cheerful.
In the beginning.
For you, boo.
Yeah.
But once that real come out, that's it. That's it. Like I said before, when somebody shows y'all, Destiny.
Destiny going through something.
Destiny, we on a radio show. Friend, we gotta call you back. We gotta call you back, alright?
Bye, Destiny.
You what? You what? Coming at 2? Coming at 2?
Thank you, Destiny. You a good friend.
See, that's the friend.
That's the friend.
That's the friend right there. That's the friend right
She's
there.
a friend, okay. So you gonna take a nap? That's good. Okay. Oh, wait.
You might have to end it and start
Okay,
it again.
so ooh, we sorry.
I don't know
But
how to
jumping
work
back
this.
into
Just
we
end
just
it
had
and
a
start it again.
malfunction on that young lady's phone. It makes me really think about what genuine is, especially with a friendship, because everyone has a different definition of being genuine.
I'm in that too.
Come on, Jackson, I know, right?
I'm just trying
Me never on genuine.
Yeah, like I really do appreciate. Like, what do you
Yeah,
feel like is
it's a lot.
genuine? Like, tell me your definition of genuine. Keep going.
Yes.
You first.
Y'all know I was excited about this topic. Sorry if I'm over talking y'all.
No, you're
But
fine. It's okay.
Personally, as a friend, I feel like 80% of the time, because I'm not a model friend, not all the time, but for the most part, I am a very genuine friend. You could call me in the wee hours of the morning and I might be a little angry and a little cranky,
But I'm listening.
but I'm gonna listen and I'm gonna give you my feedback. You get what I'm saying? I am going to look out for you as much as possible. It might not be monetary or anything like that, but if I can give, I'll give. I'm personally a very giving friend. So if you need an ear, or if you need a free hairstyle till next week when you get paid, or you need to cuss your girlfriend out, cuss your boyfriend out, I'm here for it all. You get what I'm saying? I am that genuine person who is gonna try to see the good in you no matter what, because you are my friend. So at the end of the day, I'm going to be there for you, and with the hopes that you're going to do likewise for me. So I feel like I am a very genuine friend, and it's crazy because I have these talks with my spouse and I don't always feel like I get it back in return, but even with that being said, I'm still going to be who I am.
Yes.
I'm very giving. Like, that's just me. If I know Liera like this certain perfume and I see it out at the store, let me grab this. My homegirl will love this. You get what I'm saying? Don't gotta be a special occasion or nothing serious. I'm just gonna get it because I know you like that type of stuff. I am that genuine giving friend. I just don't know how else to be, and it's like, excuse me, when people screw me over, I'd be like, I'm not being like that no more. Fuck that.
Yeah, you're
I'm not right, but I don't know how not to be that person. It's just in my genetic makeup to be that giving, comforting, always there friend. I don't know how to be anything else.
I think that's fair.
Yes.
I think that's fair.
Honestly.
Yes. Like, they don't care for people no more because
People want to be your friend for what they can benefit out of you,
And the minute they don't get it,
it's a lot of opportunists out here.
it is. Right.
You know, I think genuinity is just all about just caring for someone and thinking about literally that person.
Not yourself, being selfless. Being selfless.
You're really not thinking about yourself. You're not thinking about your thoughts, what you would do,
how you would feel.
You're literally thinking about that person, and then on top of that, you care for that person. So that in combination is just being, you're going to be genuine. Because I care about you and I'm thinking about you. So since I'm thinking about you and I care about you, I got you.
Yes.
And my intentions will always be in the right place.
Absolutely. My intentions will always be good with you because you're my friend. And that's how it should be.
I love everything that y'all saying, but I'm about to throw y'all for a loop.
No.
I'm gonna throw y'all for a loop.
Dun, dun.
45.
Yeah. You better add it on.
So, everything that we talked about friends, right? About being genuine, even basketball wives and friendships about 2018. In 2018, I feel that friendships are a little. Thanks, girl. I think that friendships got a little bit interesting to me, and the reason why I say that is because I've been seeing on social media that people say that they kiss and have sex with their friends.
Negative.
So, but they still consider that person a friend.
No.
So,
nope.
So,
take me. Yes, well, actually.
All right, sis. All right. It's me. So, and you know, y'all said about being genuine and, you know, being there for a person. Do you think that people fall in love, or they just want to still be your friend but go to an intimate level?
That's a good one.
Because they like all these things
hard about
you.
All right.
Help me understand. I want to understand, please. Because let's go back to my
sides of that spectrum.
Okay.
Break it down for us, sis.
I feel like, you know, on the one side, you had the typical, I mean, you know, we just chilling, whatever the case may be, and you know, you got the girl, she with it. You know what I'm saying? So they have sex, they chill, but she want more, low key. Right? She want more, but since she's so insecure and since she feels as though she needs something from him or her, she's gonna keep him or her around. Period. The whole time she breaking apart inside, cause you want something more, sis. Are you gonna ask him? Are you gonna ask her? You're not gonna do it? Okay. All right. So you want to settle for this? No, I feel like at that point it's never going to be more, because if he already or she already acting like it ain't going to be, why what do they say? What do old people say? Why buy the milk? Why buy the cow when you can have milk for free? Till I got old parents. Wife you. If I'm already getting everything I need out of you, sis, I'm not going to do it. But then on the other spectrum, you have it to where as though y'all have this is not all the time, but in some cases it happens. You have it to where as though you and your partner, let me just say partner, you and your partner on a mutual agreement that is just casual. You know what I'm saying? Open book. Y'all both vibe, y'all got a good connection. You know what I'm saying? None of y'all's really looking for more. And then it progresses into something more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just happens naturally. So, I mean, it's two different sides of that.
I think the first side happens more than the second side.
That's even movie.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. I feel like, because I just posted that on my Facebook like 2 days ago. Like, am I the only one that hasn't slept with any of my friends? Like, I have friends who have slept together.
They still fuck your friends. No,
I agree. I have friends who have slept together and they still good girlfriends or homeboys and homegirls to this day. Me personally, I have never slept with any of my friends, though they are all bomb as fuck. I have just never looked at them in that type of light to where yep, she can get it. I just don't look at my friends like, no, I cannot. I can't.
I'm not. Did I get the question wrong? Because I'm not saying we friends and then we wind up having this mutual agreement that we just want to start having sex. I'm saying, like, if we meet and it's given, we both don't want nothing more. So it's kind of giving a friendship.
So it's kind of like it's a different kind of friendship. I understand.
Right, it is. I understand. I think,
but yeah, I've never smashed any of my friends. I've never had no type of feeling.
I think you have to know yourself.
Like,
yeah.
I feel like it would make it awkward.
Right.
Because I'm very emotional.
Yeah.
So say I do it to one of my friends.
And just see you out.
Yeah.
And you just freaking on another girl. I'm a beat your dumb ass up.
Okay. I think the dynamics of the relationship. I think.
Okay. So Insecure, what about you?
I think it's all up to you. You know, at the end of the day, it's what you can deal with. That's how I see it. If you think that you and your friend, you know, y'all can handle, you know, you guys moving forward in your relationship, start having sex and kissing and doing whatever else, and that's what you guys choose to do, then by all means do it. But you do have to be, it comes with you being honest and within yourself. You have to, because if you know you're the type, like you're a lover, like you said, you know, you're a lover and you know you might get jealous if you see that with someone else. So it's like you gotta say, hey, you know, I know we said we just gonna be friends, we can, but it's like I'm sounding like you a bit more so because it happens. You get jealous. Females are crazy and I want to fight. We can't cause now since we're not friends no more. I'm thinking about keeping now. It changes. Yes, you do.
You have to be prepared for it.
That's why I don't think I've ever never done it because I'm very selfish.
Yeah.
So I feel like if I was to sleep with one of my friends, one, the friendship would never be the same, and two, like if we have some good sex. And tell me about how you fucking. Listen. We're dating now. Pop-ups on 2018. Listen, pop-ups on 2018.
We go together. Listen, I told my spouses last night because we talked about. I said, listen, you can't have no friends because they gonna love you. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't distinguish the two. But I personally just feel like if we cross that, what I feel like is boundary, I feel like you will want to go with me because honestly, like, because guess what? If we have sex and we start off as friends, because what is that? We're talking. The next thing you know, we gonna go together.
But then like, you have some people who are promiscuous.
No, you gotta keep your ass that way. No, you can't be my friend. Like, no.
We talking for everybody. Promiscuous. You have some people who are, you know, they're just open to just like having sex. You know, they don't think about it. I think about sex. It's very deep for me. If I'm laying down, sharing that with you, we
borderline go together.
We go together.
But you have some that's just giving what it is.
I've never been that type of person. I don't think.
Let me play it up. I've never been that type of person, but you have those types. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, you have to know yourself. Don't try to put on the front because you just want sex or whatever the case may be. You have to really know yourself and be prepared for what's going to happen. What if that sex is bomb? Then what?
But it's going to be bomb. You know why? Because you got people that are your friend you're kind of attracted to. You understand what I'm saying? Like when you have a friend, when you have a friend, right? You're attracted to them in some type of way. So, and how the way I look at it, it's like if we have sex, since I'm already attracted to you as my friend, it's probably gonna be bomb. If you already got a connection, and it's gonna be like
emotions on high.
You're my boyfriend. Like that's just what you my girlfriend.
It's probably
my boyfriend.
It's probably gonna be bomb. I'm trying to tell you, it's different connections. A physical connection. That's unreal. You don't know if you got that physical connection with your friend, but I feel like this though. I'm gonna agree with you a little bit, just a little bit. If y'all already having a conversation about doing this, and you agree, that's because you find this person physically attractive in some way.
I thought about it before.
So it could be. You know what I'm saying? It could be.
It could. But see, the thing is as well, when I look at it, you gotta know yourself. But sometimes, in some cases, not me, okay?
Not me. He's need to be in the show.
Hello, show. You can call in for fucking friends.
Call on out.
No, seriously, but honestly, like with some people, right? Some people have such connection that's so deep and so like sometimes with some people, even though you know yourself, you understand what I'm saying, but you're so intrigued by this person, right? That with some people you don't mean to open up that door.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
It just happens.
It just
gradually.
Like I really feel like when people go to that next level, it's an invitation. You understand what I'm saying? And it's up to you to decline, or it's up to you to say, okay. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to cross that level.
You know, but that's what, and it does go into knowing yourself. But sometimes, you know, things happen. Sometimes you can.
Yeah. Oh, now I agree with you. Now I agree.
Like I was saying before we started the show, sometimes you literally cannot help it. It's given to the point to where as though you normally put on a wall, but if the connection is that deep,
you're so comfortable.
I can't even put up the wall because you're already. You know what I'm saying? You're already in. You're already in, and I like it. I feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the main reason why.
Now let me say. I have a friend, she is bomb as hell. If I was into femmes, I would probably do her.
Oh, who is it?
I'm not telling you.
How does she look?
She's real bomb. She light skinned, she look good. She, hair all the time, makeup on, she good. But I could never see myself crossing that line because we have such a dope friendship.
Yeah.
So I feel like if we smash, it's gonna be awkward as shit.
Yeah.
Because I'm
You don't want to
very
lose emotional.
Yeah. So if you tell me that you was doing it to your boyfriend, I'm gonna be like,
Why you tell me that?
Yeah.
what you telling me for?
Yeah. It's a dangerous. It gets dangerous. Like,
So you know, I just keep it cute. I think
Yeah.
it's very attractive, but at the end of the day, that's just my friend.
yeah.
You know, my gay thoughts kind of.
You know,
I take over sometimes.
I
understand.
No, it's really crazy that to me, I think it's all boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cross boundaries. I personally don't cross those type of boundaries. And, you know, before I got married, I definitely didn't cross those boundaries, only because
You was that nigga.
lemonade. Yeah, I was.
What
Like,
you
no
just say?
shade lemonade.
Come
Like,
on now.
you are going
I'll
to
lift
love
the
me,
fans.
okay? You're going to love me, okay?
Yes.
And I'm just so dope. Like,
Yeah.
I'm a great friend. I'm a great person. I'm going to give you space. You need some time for your mental health. I'm going to let you go. I'm not about to argue with you. Call me back. Like, I'm not, like, you're going to love me. But I never would cross those lines. You know, I did it, like, one time. Like, once upon a time, guys, I like men, okay? A long time ago. So, long time ago. So I crossed those boundaries with a friend. I was young, you know, and it didn't work out. So me saying that, it makes me go into, when you cross those boundaries with a friend, and you know you have intimacy, do you think that when you realize that it does not work out, that you can actually go back to being that person?
There's no cross.
No.
It's no cross.
Well, let me
gonna be-
speak
I think
first. Let me speak first before I let y'all speak.
Yes.
It happened to
And
me
then I'm
once,
mad.
and I actually was friends. And I'm gonna be quite honest. I think that me and him we're not friends anymore. We genuinely were friends because I was honest with him, and I told him I'm a gay woman.
Yeah.
And since he was my friend, it took like a year and a half for him to like really process it, because we were like going all in. And I told him, I was like, I've never been in love with you. I've never really looked at you that way. You caught me in a vulnerable state. I caught you in a vulnerable state. So now we go together. We cross that boundary.
Right.
But after that, he was genuinely my friend, and I think it's because he had to take the time to understand we weren't for each other. It does not happen all the time.
But I think that's the key, though. That's the key for you and that person to realize: are we able to be friends, or are we not? Now, let me tell you this: if you, because I've had that experience. You know what I'm saying? I dealt with somebody, and then when it didn't work out, we tried to, pursue a friendship. But after a while, I realized from that person's actions that it wasn't going to happen.
It's real.
Yeah.
It's very rare. Because at the end of the day, when we sat down and said this ain't about to happen, but we can try to be, friends, and that person agreed to it, they was lying to themselves. You know what I'm saying? So when you realize that, once y'all do try to pursue a friendship or whatever the case may be, once you realize that through their actions, they clearly want to be more. You know what I'm saying? They clearly keep trying to try their hand, even after you didn't already told them 1,000 times.
They're going to change your mind.
They still have hope. At that point, then you make a decision. But you have those situations where, you know what I'm saying, that person and you are honestly honest. I feel like you can, and it works out.
Yeah.
So you got to make sure that both parties are honest with one another.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that's perfectly fair to say that.
Yeah.
And just because
You
I
never
think
know.
we meet so many, amazing people, and honestly, not everyone's supposed to be with us romantically. Like, you could just meet a girl or a boy and be like, oh my God, this person is dope. We can talk about everything. We can do this together. But it's like, we honestly don't have to go further in a relationship. So
I'm sorry, I'm like, keep saying. Well, where's the true love? Because at this point, everybody just want to
Listen.
trash.
that's
so true.
Really.
This generation.
We don't want to do the work. We don't want to do the work though. We don't want to do the work.
Instant gratification. We
Yeah.
want to hit it.
That's true.
We want to call you on a late night after the club. We want to do all those things that comes with a relationship, but we don't want to be in a relationship.
No, it's too much. It's too much.
That's a whole nother topic. It is.
I think, all right, it's a whole nother topic.
All right, listen, we're going to get into it another night.
All right.
But, first of all, I just want y'all to know that I'm enjoying your energy and I'm enjoying your space. And before we, sum up everything, I truly want to know from each one of you ladies, do you feel, like I heard what y'all said, but I really want to know, do you genuinely feel at this point in your life that you are a great friend, or do you have the ability to be a great friend? Y'all want me to go first? Because y'all thinking.
Yeah, you can go first.
Yeah.
Go ahead and go first.
Me, I feel like at this point in my life, I don't have the ability to be a great friend. I don't. And I'm going to explain why. The end of 2016, I lost all my friends. And I lost all my friends because they crossed what we say boundaries. They crossed boundaries as far as being too much in my business, asking too many questions, and being beyond disrespectful. And like Keyshawn said at the beginning, that, you know, when she's a single child, but I just had a lot of damage through my family, I looked at my friends as my family, and they crossed me on levels that I never thought. I realized that they did not know me, and I realized that they generally were not the friends that I needed in my life, and they destroyed me so much. They destroyed me so much that I backed off of every person that I called associate, homegirl, friend. I put kind of everybody in like this box of you cool, you the homie. Not saying that in the future I won't be a good friend. As of right now, I'm so protective of my peace and my energy, and I love that I don't have no drama, nobody in my business, which I don't have no business. I have a very simple life, and I'm very happy and within myself and my union. But right now, I can't give any person all of me, because like I said from the beginning, a friendship is a commitment. I don't think that people are really committed to where I am in my life. And I don't want to give a person commitment right now, because I finally found who I am. I found my strength, that if I do meet someone and they show me those qualities, one day I will be able to be a good friend. But as of today, I would not be able to be someone's true friend, because I don't have the energy right now. But eventually I will. Let me explain to you, I am a bomb friend. I'm that friend. If you have a flat in the middle of the night, I'm gonna come and change your flat. If you crying about something and you need somebody to talk to at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna be there. If you short on something, any bills, if I'm able to, I will be there. I'm that friend. I'm that friend that's not gonna judge you. I'm not, like, I don't do group chats. I don't talk about people. Like, I'm gonna tell you straight up, and then I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm quick to go ghost. But I just feel like people are not respectful, and they don't know how to really solidify what boundaries are. So at this point, no, I'm not able to be a good friend, but I am a good person. So when I do find new people that I have friends, and not saying I don't have none now, it's just very limited, I will be open one day, just not today. What about you?
Let me piggyback on something you said, and then I'll answer your question.
Okay.
You know, I feel as though you may be exhausted because the experiences that you had ended off negatively. Like, you gave so much of yourself. You literally gave so much of yourself. And it probably wasn't even reciprocated.
It wasn't.
You know what I'm saying? And when you, and thank God for growth, when you grow and you realize the value of yourself, that's when you can easily start to, what's the word? Recognize when someone is not being an equal friend to you. And at that moment, it's time for a sit down. You know what I'm saying? Don't let it linger, because the longer that you let it linger, the longer they're going to think that this is cool. You know what I'm saying? This whole time you giving 1,000% and they giving 10.
Listen, come through.
So at that moment when you realize the value, and that's why it's so important to have self-love. I'm not talking about validation from other people. I'm talking about you look in the mirror and you validate yourself. At that moment, it's easy for you to recognize and distinguish between a real friend and a fake friendship, because you understand what you need and you understand what they should be giving you. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, when you realize that a friendship is not going how a friendship should go, it's time to have a sit down, it's time to talk. And when it does not go how you think it should go, that's when you decide to do what you need to do.
Do you think that you're a good friend? Do you think that you're a good friend?
Alright, so to answer your question,
I think you are.
I think that, how adorable. I'm a good friend.
Yes.
I think that I'm a good friend, but at the end of the day, like I was just saying before the show, no one is perfect. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I am a good friend. I try to be there for all my friends. You know what I'm saying? I try to make sure that I listen. And not always talk over people. You know, one thing I hate and y'all can agree. Let's say if I say something like, you know, I've been trying to lose weight, and I'm talking to my friend about the struggle of losing weight or whatever the case may be, and then they join in and start talking about how they struggling with losing weight too. But wait, let me talk about me.
Right, it's not about you.
It's not about
just hear what I'm saying first.
Like, stop.
Yeah, I hate that.
I
ain't even asking about you, honestly. I just want you to hear what I'm saying.
I'm just trying to vent, and then they always make it about them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's something I hate, but that's all right. I just dropped.
Keyshawn.
But yeah, I think I am. But you know, I always have room for.
So
in a minute less. Tell me.
Okay, so I think I am a good friend. I think there's always room for improvement. I don't think anybody's perfect. So as a friend, I feel like if my friends feel like I need to improve on certain things, you can always talk to me about it, and I'll just try to fix it. I mean, you know, I value my friendships. So if there's anything I can do to make them better, to make them stronger, I'm gonna try to do it.
Absolutely.
I think that's fair. What about you, young lady?
I definitely consider. What's my voice going on, honey? I definitely consider myself, you know, a good friend. Like, I honestly do consider myself like a healer. Like, I'll know what's going on without you even telling me, and I'm always like, you know, how are you doing? Like, how is your mental? What's going on? Like, you know, are you loving yourself today? Like, I ask those kind of like questions. Like, you know, to my friends, I'm as supportive as I can be, but I'm a good friend to them. So actually now I'm feeling a burnout in this stage of my life now, because I give it all out, all of me, you know, to them, but it's like I'm left hanging dry. So now I'm living my life like I'm trying to see if I can water myself. So I try to be too distant to my friends, but it's like I'm trying to be more for self, because I feel that burnout. Like I'm like, you're doing too much, going over and beyond, and yeah, you love your friends, you want to be there, and I'm still, you know, I try to be the best way I can, but sometimes I can say no, I can't come through this time because I need me right now.
Are they there for you?
No, they are.
Okay.
My friend, they are. Especially my best friend, I love her dearly. Especially my best friend, and I love her dearly because when I was younger, time of my life, when I, you know, thought about committing suicide, I didn't love myself. I would cry her in the middle of the night, like, this is going on, my life is horrible, and she'll just listen. Times she wouldn't say nothing, or she'll call me late at night, or just call me whenever, hey, are you okay? And she's just still always there. So, you know, a topic you said about it earlier, there are some genuine, you know, and loving people, and you just gotta keep them close, because the world is full of demons. So you gotta keep the positive people, positive vibes all 2018. Love yourself, and push and strive.
Absolutely.
So yes,
ladies, I just want to say that I enjoyed you guys.
You got it. You know I do. Listen, quiet storm, the quiet storm. Listen,
I really enjoyed you guys. So I'm so sorry that we had to sum up. We're at the end of the hour. Since you ended,
so long.
Please tell me where we can find you.
Oh, Insecure Girl, Insecure, INSECUREGIRL_. That's where you can find me. I'm on Instagram.
And me, you can find me at on Instagram at Leara, LEAIRRA, and you can find me on Facebook at Leara Chambers.
Yes. And you can find me at Alicia Yolande or Yolandeology on both Instagram or Facebook. Make sure y'all look out for Yolandeology Season 2 in August.
You can find me on Instagram mainly. My page is open at The Real Hair Weave Killer Key. Like I said, y'all book them appointments. If y'all ain't looking, y'all need to be booking.
You got a slogan. Yes, the slogan. Okay, you better be booking. Okay. Listen, I love you. Got it.
Thank you guys for tuning in to
Wrap. It's a wrap.
Bye, guys.
See ya. My phone did that. So my phone died.